Arne, the perfect start to the season continues. What was the key to getting that win today?
The first half performance. We always knew how difficult it was going to be. 3 games in 7 days, 62.5 hours rest. Early kickoff on Saturday, which I don't mind to have an early kickoff, but I don't like it if we play on Wednesday evening. And then you can also see how much impact this has, because if you look at it as the first half, when we were fresh, unbelievable the way we've played. And second half, okay, we have to give credits to Everton as well. They did things maybe a little bit better, but you could see we were a little bit running out of intensity, but the mentality was still outstanding the second half, because we hardly gave away anything at all after they scored the 2-1.
2 excellent goals from your side today as well. I know we're only 6 games into the season, but is Ryan Gravenberch already better than last year?
Now, if I say better, that means that there was room for improvement last year, and he was already so good last year. Now, what he added today to maybe towards last season is that he scores a goal. I'm not too sure if maybe he scored one, maybe not one last season. So both similar goals. Both times we targeted the same area, where we had players with higher pace to come into those situations. And the first one was a great finish, wasn't an easy one. And the second one, same area, and Hugo scored.
His first goal in the Merseyside derby, of course, having just joined Liverpool this summer. Is he giving you a good headache for the next game?
No, there's no headache at all, because I even think these 2 players are very happy that we have them both, because maybe for the long term they would feel like, what does this mean for my playing time? But both of them know that it's impossible. I'm not saying impossible, but it's very hard for them to play 3 times 90. Hugo's 21, 22, comes from a different league to a new intensity league, playing 3 games in 7 days. You can see the ones that are used to that, Ryan, Dominic Szoboszlai, Virgil, Ibu, Mo, they are used to that. But the new ones, for them it's harder. So, I would say we only have 2. Some other teams where we are in competition with, they have more than 1 striker as well. Huh?
Perhaps at the moment, while Alexander Isak isn't up to full fitness, the decision may be a bit more balanced. But when he is ready to play more minutes, more games, how will you decide between them both?
That's what I just meant, that Alex is far from ready to play 90, let alone 2 times a week or 3 times a week. But we are trying to bring him there as long as he stays fit, because that's the difficult balance we have to find. And it's nice to have to, this is a question, you can ask me this question about every position, and you can go to every manager in the league and asking him about that he has 2 strikers, 2 7s, 2 11s. That's why everybody loves this league, because there are so many great players. And yes, we have 2 very good number 9s as well, like many other teams in this league.
No need for a late winner today, but of course Everton did get back into the game after you were 2-0 up. Is there any concern about letting leads slip away in matches?
No, every time, the few times it happens, it's every time a different story. So the first time it was that we missed Ryan, so we got counter-attacked twice. The second time we conceded 2 set pieces against Newcastle. This week against Atletico, The goals were different. We had enough bodies behind the ball. A second one came from a throw-in also. And today it has a lot to do with us playing 3 games in 7 days. And people will, if I say this, will also, yes, such a big squad. Yes, I have. That's why we are managing to win 3. But in other leagues where I come from, this would not happen, that you have an early kickoff, or you would get much more time. You just ask the FA, can we maybe postpone it by a day because it's injury risk? But people want to see us play. That's why we play so early. So probably in the East they can see us play. And I can understand why, because we're a great team to watch.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Arne Slot saying Liverpool a great team to watch, and they've started this season so brilliantly, sitting top of the table, winning every single game. Jules also asked him between Isak and Hugo Ekitike. Do you think we can see them both playing together, Peter? Can you imagine that?
I can see it, I think if both of them actually like to drift over to the left-hand side, funny enough. I think Ekitike, some of his best work has been out on that left-hand side, and the same with Isak. So, I mean, it can be interchangeable. One could be in a centre-forward position and drift out to the left, and they can swap. I do think that could happen. Gakpo might have something to say about that. I thought he was fantastic again today.
And he's a player that Arne Slot really seems to trust, isn't he, Cody Gakpo?
Yeah, without doubt. And, you can see why he hasn't let anyone down. I thought he was so strong today. He was playing right in front of us.
I think in the first half, he made the tackle that David Moyes and Everton were complaining about before they scored the first goal. So his work rate out of possession is key to how they perform, definitely.
As a squad, go on, Peter.
No, just to say he's a manager's dream, because I think you can see why there's certain managers at times from an outsider looking in, you think, you want sometimes more flair players in there, but he works so hard. His attributes off the ball and his strength, tackling, that he was willing to work for the team, and he gives you so much going forward as well.
And there was a time where, you weren't quite sure, I guess, where Cody Gakpo would fit into this team. He wasn't one of the first names on the team sheet, but do you think he's become that now?
Well, it's almost, it's enough for Luis Diaz to be let go. The fact that Gakpo has the ability on the left-hand side, he's that important to Slot. You can see he trusts him. And of course, I think he'll be here for a long time. But of course, he's got competition. Slots talked about it there. He's got competition in places in every position now. But all the top sides have that.
As a squad, how well equipped are they, do you think, Jolien, to compete on four fronts?
Very well. I think their best second 11 are able to win games. I do think. They lost Virgil. God forbid it doesn't happen. You don't wish injury on anyone, but he's probably the one influential part of this team. I think the fact that they've got Isak now, if Mo Salah was to, again, unfortunately miss games, they have someone that can contribute goals-wise. But yeah, listen, their squad in depth, their strength in depth is going to be key to their success. They're going to have to rotate, and no one's going to feel like they're dropped. If you're playing in the Champions League, i.e. Atletico, big games, and then you're playing in the Merseyside derby, you're not going to feel like you've missed out on anything because you're contributing to everything. And if they go on to win 2-3 trophies, it'll be huge for them all.
As I say, make it 5 out of 5, and that is only the 5th time in their club's history they've started a league season with 5 wins in a row. 15 points out of 15. Everton stay 7th before, of course, the rest of the results this weekend. 7 points from a possible 15. Of course, there's 4 games to come in Goal Rush next. Our main focus is on Brighton in 13th, welcoming Spurs, but we will see if Wolves, the only team yet without a point on the board after 4 successive league defeats, can get off and running. They are at home to Leeds.
Peter?
No, they didn't. I think there's a credit to Everton. I thought, first half you could only see one winner, but second half they really came into it. In the wide areas they were a real danger. I do think Everton missed a cutting edge up front. I think that was really the difference. They didn't really have anyone keeping the ball, or they didn't really feel like they could score. But Liverpool got through again, and they're top of the league, so it's all good.
They got through again, and it still feels not hitting top form yet, Jolien. But what does it say about their character and what's possible for them? The fact that they still keep churning out these wins.
Yeah, the character, the quality they have, especially the first half. I thought they looked comfortable. Just before the half time, Everton got back into the game, but yes, Everton were on top in the second half, but there's still an element of control from Liverpool. They still had opportunities to score late on and on the counter-attack. So yeah, the game went on and it got stretched. Probably not what they expected here, but it's a derby and anything can happen.
And what did you make of Everton's overall performance, especially that second half, the way they started it? Yeah,
like I said, just before half-time, I thought they were the better team going into half-time, but it's kind of easier to do that sometimes when you're 2-0 or when you're behind. But second half, definitely, whatever the manager said inspired them, encouraged them. The change helped slightly as well. And I think, yes, overall they'll be frustrated. But yeah, Liverpool scored 2 magnificent goals in the first half, and you can't make the mistakes.
And a big day for Hugo Ekitike as well, Peter, because with Alexander Isak on the bench today, to get that goal, just how big is that for him?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you just want to keep scoring goals. I've been in that situation before. You just feel like no matter what you do, you're not going to get a game. But he's got off to a flying start here. The crowd have really taken to him. He's an absolute class act. He took his goal really, really well. But what a place to be for Arne Slot to have 2 top-class centre-forwards.
And you can see a huge smile on the back as he walks down the touchline. Another ridiculously good performance from him today, Jolien.
Yeah, 2 goal contributions. Correct, you touched on that before the game. Can he add that to his game to become world class? But even without them goals, I think his control, his determination to win the ball back is exceptional. So, yeah, he's in fine form, the young man.
Okay. I bet he's really pleased to be out here in the rain.
Right.
Pleased to come out in the rain.
Thank you so much for coming out to join us while it's chucking it down here. Congratulations on the win, your first Merseyside derby goal as well. How did that feel, especially to do it in such spectacular fashion?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the goal. Last season I didn't score a lot, so I'm happy that I could score, especially in the Merseyside derby as well. So
2 goals already this season as well. And look at the way you did it here. Just talk us through it. What did you think of the ball from Mo?
we know if Mo get the ball, he has the incredible pass, and we know if like someone is on the ball side, they have to go through and the space is coming in behind. So I saw it and I went in behind, and yeah, I didn't think.
Unbelievably difficult skill that, to take it across you on a greasy surface as well. It can easily get away from you, that ball, but fantastic technique.
If I see it now.
Happy with that?
Happy with that.
Watch that again later.
Yeah, for sure.
You can be very proud of that one. And also, as well, after such a tough week with Atletico and then a derby, an early kick-off today, just how good an achievement is that for the team to come through with 2 wins?
Yeah, really happy with that as well. We know we had 3 games in 7 days, so we know in England it's really tough, but we prepared as well. And at the end, yeah, we are happy with the 3 points, so we keep going now.
I have to say, it was quite a difficult second half for you in the end. The first half was fantastic, but what were the difficulties Everton were posing you in the second half?
First, the goal, what we concede. I think that didn't need to happen, but it was that. And then we know if they score the 2-1, they will come. And we were a little bit going back and going for the counter. And I think we had chances to score again, but we didn't. And then it will be difficult then,
Ryan, before the game, the guys were saying that right now they feel that you're one of the best midfielders in the world right now. How do you feel like you've taken your game to another level this season?
Yeah, it's the coach that give me the confidence, and not like this season we have more freedom in the midfield. Last season I was like only on the 6, deep, and now I can go more forward, what you see today. And I think my strength is also there, so I'm happy with that and also happy with the goal.
What are Arne Slot's biggest strengths as a manager? What do you love about working with him?
He's very clear, and when it comes to his mind, he tells you, and also the tactic part is really good. So, yeah.
Absolutely, and a tough period coming up as well, but such strength and depth in this squad. Do you feel like you've still got lots of gears to go to as a group?
Of course. We know we have a good group. They bought players as well, really good players. So we know it's not only the starting 11, it's the whole team. And we are like a family, so we push each other. And you see now, for example, Hugo scored today, and then Isaac comes in and gives it also. I'm really happy with the squad.
You all combined as a midfield for Ekitike's goal. How nice is it to play in that midfield 3 with the 3 you've got in there?
We know we have a lot of quality in front. And you
nice
see also,
combination with all 3 of you here.
Yeah, you see also quality in the midfield. I mean, I know when I got the ball, Hugo was going in behind, and the finish was really good.
Would you like to add more assists and goals to your game? Or your all-round game is so good, but can you add more goals and assists?
Yeah, that's what I said. Last season, I think I didn't even score. So of course I want this season. Yeah, more goals and assists. So yeah, I'm really happy with today.
And I think this is your 4th Merseyside derby. You're unbeaten, Ryan. So what does it mean for the rest of the weekend? How much do you enjoy that now you've got the win?
Yeah, we are now for top of the league, and it's always nice to win a Merseyside derby. So I'm really happy going to recover, and we keep going on Tuesday.
And I think Crouchy's got a little award for
Got
you.
a little
there, the
surprise
player
for you
of
here,
the
mate.
match.
But it's not surprising. It's not surprising.
This one is nice.
Hey, congratulations, mate. Well deserved. Well deserved.
We're going to let you go because you're not dressed for the weather as well, wearing the sliders there. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming out
very
to
much.
join us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Well played.
Cheers, Ryan.
Well, I suppose it is.
I wouldn't mind that passing with us.
Well, I know, but yeah. Well, let's just see. Let's just
Why?
see.
What's you alluding to here?
Well, I'm not. It's an unbelievable problem. You've literally got two of the best handful of strikers in the world under one roof there. But, like, at some point, there is going to be a pecking order. There has to be a pecking order at some point. You can't just say, right, you play one, you play one. Nobody's going to be happy with that.
Did that not work for you in that season at Real Madrid, though?
Yeah, and I wasn't happy. Exactly. We're like...
It was R9, to be fair.
Well,
so.
exactly. I don't mind that.
You did at the time.
Well, it was probably Raoul that was
Right.
as well. But
He wa-
anyway,
he wasn't bad anyway, we
forgetting
digress,
that,
but yeah.
Forgetting that. No, I think you need a pecking order in certain situations, and it'll just be really interesting. At the moment, it's reasonably simple for Arne Slot because of coming not back from but having a mixed pre-season, let's say, in Isak with all the turmoil that happened up at Newcastle. So straight away you've got a nice excuse just to say, right, we'll bring you in slowly. So he's given him an hour the other day. If there wasn't a midweek game next week, what would happen against Crystal Palace at the weekend? I mean, as it happens, they've got Southampton in the League Cup, so it's perfect for him. Again, he can just go, right, Isak, you go and play another 70 minutes, we're building you up again, and then straight back to Ekitike, and then there's a Champions League match the next week. So at the moment, it's fine. But once they're both absolutely firing, and it's like they're going full throttle for everything, then there has to be a hierarchy, Steve. There has to be somebody that plays in all the main games. And that's when it will become a problem. Now, there might be an injury in the meantime. There might be something else that happens that Arne Slot almost gets a free ride. But it could be, it could be a little issue at some point until somebody has to accept, right, OK, I'm second choice.
I mean, it never ceases to fascinate me, this strikers, goal scorers.
Am I wrong?
No.
Would you not feel the same?
Yeah, you want to play, you want to be...
Yeah, but particularly the strikers, because they want to get in a rhythm. And, I mean, even going back to Michael's day, Robbie Fowler still talks about it now. In the year they won the treble, he was getting told, you'll play on Saturday, but Michael Owen has to play here with Emil Heskey. And he didn't like it.
Yeah,
and he couldn't handle it.
Managers and teams and even midfielders behind you, you want your strikers to be the sharpest. That's when you need to be speed of thought, speed of physicality, to be able to make the difference. So, yeah, managers will want to be able to rotate. They don't want tired strikers, even if they're scoring goals. So you always want more than one strike. That's why I said it's worked out brilliantly before the game that they've ended up with both. But there is already a hierarchy. Michael says there will become a hierarchy. There is already, the way we're talking about it, even the questions there of, are you giving the manager a headache because you've scored again? That's already telling us Isak is the main guy, even though he's hardly played a game. So I think it's quite harsh on Ekitike. He's come in, he started the season. He's the guy who's scoring the goals. At the minute, he should be the main guy, and Isak should have to force his way in. But we're already sort of saying that Isak is the main guy.
Yeah, and we're talking about two strikers who last season for their respective clubs scored 49 goals between them. So, I mean, that's the problem Arne Slot's got today. You started the day by talking about the importance of Ryan Gravenberch for Liverpool. He scored one, he assisted one. He was all over the place again today.
Yeah, he was. He's almost got a little bit...
Taste of the Merseyside derby, and you come out on the winning side. How good does it feel to beat Everton?
A very good feeling. We knew it's going to be a tough game. It was. We had to fight until the last minute. But yeah, I feel proud. It was good test for me. So yeah, to have scored my goal and the win at the end is, you can be just proud and happy for the team. And we just have to keep going.
The fans already love you here, but scoring in the derby will make them love you even more. What was the key to scoring your goal?
I mean, we made good movement. I see Ryan I had space behind, and I just took it, and I make the difference. I'm a bit lucky because the ball go under the legs, but yeah, it's good.
You started today ahead of Alexander Isak, but can that competition for your place in this team make you perform even better?
I mean, it's a very, very good player. I always watch him before I came here. So for me, him being here, it's really good. I can learn and improve myself, and it's just competition. But I know we're gonna play together. We're gonna make a difference, and I hope one day we're gonna share the pitch.
But nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache before the next game, I imagine. Nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache on who starts the next game.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's coach problem. Me, I just do my job. So yeah, it's really good.
Well, congratulations. Well done today.
Thank you very much.
It is the coach's problem, and it's a lovely problem to have. He said, hopefully.
The fact that they were taking quick free kicks and then to book him for it, as he said, I was as flabbergasted. He was really. It does seem pretty mental. And of course, we want to get on with the game. You know, Everton are losing. They need to get the ball in the box. They need to play quickly.
It's crazy.
And the referee just kept stopping.
You can get booked for time wasting, but also then get booked for doing it too quick. It just, like Jack said, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's frustrating, especially when you're behind. You just want to get the game going. You've got the momentum. You need to get a goal. So, yeah, it was a strange decision. But listen, Everton, over the course of 90 minutes, didn't do enough to get anything out of the game.
I'm really unhappy with just 3 minutes added on at the end as well.
Yeah, I think Ali and Fletch touched on that. I think the subs alone would warrant more than 3 minutes. Then there's goals added into that, so surely you have to compensate for all that. I don't know the ins and outs and the actual ruling of how you allocate or add on time, but it seemed like there should have been more than 3 minutes.
Flipping it back to Liverpool, he was up against Conor Bradley today, who made his first start of the season, Peter. What did you think of how he did against Jack and that battle between them?
Well, you know, Ali and Fletch in commentary, mentioned Julian Dixon, Stuart Pearce. I mean, he was aggressive, right? He was, in his face. He was ready. But listen, he had a tough afternoon. But I thought he held his own and gave a really good account of himself. I think defensively, he is a rash at times. You know, he wants to get in people's faces, and he's got good quality as well. And I definitely think there's competition for places, shall we say? I think because on the other side, I think Robertson was a little bit unlucky to miss out. Having said that, I thought Kirkes had his best game in a Liverpool shirt today. Great leap on him. You know, he can win headers. He was strong. He was good going forward. So real positive signs in the fullback areas, I think.
Yeah, how good was it for him to come back and play like that, Kirkes? Bearing in mind he was hauled off against Burnley with Arne implying he was a bit of a card waiting to happen, and he had no choice but to take him off. To then put him in from the start in such a highly charged fixture. Yeah,
I think the managers recognised what the game needed, and against Burnley he needed to come off. He was liable to get sent off, but today, like Karachi said, that's his best game. That'll give him the world of confidence. I think the Fulham game or I think he got beat at the back stick. No, the Newcastle game when he got beat at the back stick, and today he was exceptional. I think he won 3 or 4 headers, so important. So, listen, it's a lot of pressure to come to a club like this and have to perform every week and be scrutinised when you're probably used to just being on TV once every couple of months for Bournemouth. But yeah, today we'll do him the world of good because he performed well.